Huss. Huss. No. This might be one of the nastiest 4-piece combos I've ever seen in my life. Look at his face after the second punch, he was already done. So the show kicks off with these mysterious men in sunglasses relaxing on some tropical island. And they just seem way too happy to be there, almost like something is about to happen to them. There it is. Who were those guys? I do not know. Will we ever see them again? Probably not. Now we're introduced to our main character of the show, Jin Mori, and he's rushing out of the house because it turns out he's late to a fighting competition that they're calling the God of High School, which is basically just an annual fighting competition that's hosted all around the world to find the most skilled and strongest high schoolers. But I don't know why this is talking about it, he's at least 50.
I mean, there are some tournament regulars.
Why does this voice actor low-key sound like Joe Swanson from Family Guy? Peter, I just don't know why I didn't qualify for the tournament. Bruh. As he's rushing to the tournament, he notices this motorcyclist steal this granny's purse, and that main character disease started spreading all through bro's body. So he just has to take it upon himself and go chase the robber to get the granny's purse back. And look at how clean this animation sequence is. Only 5 minutes into the first episode, and the animator's already going deep in their bag. It's like the Mappa executives told them, yo, if you guys can make this scene look anything like that one Levi scene, I might just let you see your kids someday, maybe. They heard that shit and immediately locked in. I mean, look, this little sequence here of the wheel spinning already has more frames than the entire One Punch Man Season 3. Separately, this guy Jin Mori must have the craziest sleeper build, because how is he catching up to a motorcycle on a pedal bike?
And I think you're all just amazing.
This is crazy work. He put straight tire to face. Look at that pause frame, gotta looking all kinds of crazy. All that just to be like, shit, my fault. Fast forward some and he finally makes it to the arena, which turns out to be where this girl was headed to. And over there is where they meet this guy, forming the main trio of the anime. While they're in the back, this announcer guy with a safety hazard of a nose starts reading some rules and states that there's a preliminary round, which is essentially just a huge free-for-all. And then there's the main tournament, and whoever wins the whole thing gets whatever they want. Like literally anything they want, as it's gonna be gifted to them by the gods or something like that. I don't really know, it's not really clear. As you're gonna see it, that's a pretty common trend in this anime. I know you saw that title, we do not know what is going on, but don't worry, you'll catch on quick. Don't ask questions and just enjoy the hands. And boy, do they start getting down. Animation crisp as hell. Mappa's still financially recovering from this show. That's why Blue Lock Season 2 was looking like that. And this nigga is nice with it, look. Block, into the swift blow, fuck on my way, who's next? Parry and kick in the face in the same motion, into the wrench and gut punch. Huss! Huss! No. This might be one of the nastiest 4-piece combos I've ever seen in my life. Look at his face after the second punch, he was already done. She did not need to go 2007 WWE on him. Wait a second. This nigga is not slick. You really thought you were just gonna steal Metal Bat's whole flow and we wasn't gonna say nothing? They're finally gonna show us a piece of what Jin Mori can do and why he's the MC. And straight off rip, I already just know Buddy's a demon. Who looks that happy at the sight of 7 guys charging at them? Off the top of my head, I know about 3 people that would genuinely excite. And they're some real demons. He goes in and clears the first 3 guys with no hands, no paws. And just from that sequence alone, I just know bro is nice. I don't know, I just really respect characters that use their feet more than their hands when they fight. There's just like an art to it, it's so beautiful to me. It pans up over to these commissioners in black suits and they're over there talking about send him in. And he enters the arena with a handicap, so you already just know he's also a real demon. He immediately starts walking shit down. And I swear that main character disease is something different. Because what does Jin Mori do? He goes up and pants him. I told you guys from that smile, there's something not right with bro. Handicapped demon guy couldn't sleep on that vial, so he kicks him in the stomach in retaliation. And then what was too quick to be seen by the naked eye, Jin Mori elbowed his ankle in that split second of contact, leaving this nasty bruise on it. And this is just pure hoops. Bro really does this fighting shit. That's basically it for the preliminaries, but now we can get to the part we've all been waiting for. The ones. The first matchup is between these two, and you just know this is going to be a crazy fight. We've seen a little bit of what both of them can do, and they can both box, but I don't know, my money's on this guy right here. Why? All you have to do is think back to anime rule number 14. Never underestimate a character that never opens his eyes. Come on. Handicapped demon bro still got them arm restraints on like this is about to be free eats. And what did I tell you? He gets hit with a gut punch off rip, and then he hits this goofy ass stance looking like he's auditioning for the Ginyu Force, and then he just starts wailing on bro. Hang. He keeps the pressure on and is about to hit him with his nasty heel kick. And Handicapped Demon bro said, these aura points genuinely aren't worth getting my fucking head caved in. So he takes off one arm restraint, just one. And he immediately goes to work, reminding us that we forgot about anime rule number 17. Never fuck with a character that intentionally nerfs themselves during fights. They are not stable people. Cause what do you mean Kenpachi used to wear an eye patch that ate away at his spiritual power just so he could enjoy beating the fuck out of people? And this is what I mean, bro. He just starts spamming triangle, the heavy attack, and hits bro with the same right hook 10 times. You think after the 4th one he'd be like, I've got a pretty good idea of where the next attack is gonna come from, and dodge. But nah, he just takes it like a good boy. Handicap Demon bro gets behind him, pulling on his hair in the process, and charges up a hill kick of his own. And look at his grin, man. There's not a single positive intention in this man's soul. Ouch. He fetty whaps him, and that's a wrap for bro. And what did I tell you at the start? This man is a demon. He starts beating up his motionless body instead of just taking the win, because somehow gouging out his fucking eyeball just wasn't enough. He starts doing some inner monologue, trying to put his soul at peace during this ass whooping, and starts imagining whoever the fuck this is shadowboxing, which is cool and all, but you're literally about to die, bro.
We?
Was I wrong? Is bro really about to make a comeback?
Oh!
Never mind. He's still mad about getting pantsed earlier, but he must not want to smoke with Jinmori, because he's making this guy beg for forgiveness instead. The disrespect is crazy. And he's a lot stronger than me, because after this shit right here, I would have been apologizing harder than a white creator that got caught saying the N-word. But like I said, he's stronger than me, so he stands on not apologizing, keeping his pride intact. But this is what I mean, bro. Some niggas just take this shit too far. This is why I can never have too much pride and know when to say, you know what, you got it, bro. I'm a bitch. You're gonna be like this talking about some shit, at least I ain't no bitch. My brother, you can't walk. As he's just straight torturing bro, someone walks up behind him and rocks his shit. And I don't know why he's turning his head. You cannot see it. But lo and behold, it's the guy he should have been doing all of this to in the first place. And look at that meme mug. That main character disease has fully taken over. And look at the form on this kick. This is why he took his anger out on the weaker link. For every crazy nigga, there's always an even crazier nigga. As cool as that was, there's still rules to this shit. And you just can't walk in the middle of a 1v1 and roundhouse kick the fuck out of the contestant. You just can't. So they take him in to discuss his punishment. While all of that is going on, the next matchup is ready. And it's Han versus Aluminium Bat. And immediately, we're reminded of anime rule number 11. Never trust a character that's got them glary ass glasses. They're always on some schemy shit. But with that being said, Han is one of the main characters for a reason. So let's get into it. Han starts off the attack and comes in with a right hook, but he gets weaved and absolutely speed blitzed. Like bad. How are you taking damage 5 seconds after the attack? You are not fighting Goku. Aluminium Bat goes in the offensive now, and he starts calling out each body part as he attacks it. I don't know what kind of method this is, but this is the shit I be talking about, man. You just never know what these niggas got up their sleeve. But Han locks in and starts his official application to get Weave Nation certified. He stays on defense, waiting for an opening, and then hits this clean mid-air spin kick. But that shit gets blocked. He's still yet to land a single blow in this fight. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at bro a little bit funny right now. He's supposed to be one of their main characters. I would hate to have to put him on fraud watch. Aluminium Bat's back on the offensive now and block, weave. They're about to clash again and... How? You're probably the only in here wearing gym attire. Han is literally fighting in his work clothes and some loafers, and he... You know what, bro? Never mind. Han helps him get back up because that's just the kind of guy he is. And what did I tell you about these glary glasses ass niggas, bro? He literally saw Han with his guard down and then popped his ult. He is an S-tier dickhead, but are we surprised? Han looks down for the count, and as I'm about to stamp his fraud badge next to his name, he gets hit with a flashback. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm straight cheesing, because I just know this is where we find out why he's one of the main characters. He remembers his best friend who's currently battling cancer, and he asks him, don't you ever just feel like giving up? And he says, hell nah, as long as I'm alive, I'm always gonna keep fighting. And that made Han immediately lock in. Cause he thought, there's no way my boy is going toe to toe with a terminal illness, and I'm here getting smoked by this off-brand metal bat. So he gets back up and immediately squares up. And you guys are gonna need to lock in for the rest of this fight, cause there's some serious hands on display. Aluminium Bat does another one of his special moves, but this time he actually conjures metal spikes and throws them at him. And Han uses his own powers to counter it. And remember what I said before, don't ask questions, just enjoy the hands. I don't know when they got powers, don't ask me. Han uses more of his powers and conjures a whole tornado. Got the arena looking like a Beyblade match. Aluminium Bat brushes it off like it was nothing, but that was just a diversion to set up for Han's real attack. But it gets countered and then they clash fists. Now I'm gonna need you guys to really keep up with me. Han goes in with the left hook, but that shit gets blocked and swatted away. He maneuvers into a low spinning back kick, but that gets dodged. And look here, Han throws this fake punch, leaving Aluminium Bat completely stunned. and he uses that opportunity to grab him and knee him in the gut. He slips the right, and the cameraman realized he was witnessing a peak fight, so he moves in to get a closer look. Han throws this right, but he completely misses. He slips the jab and then hits him with a sneaky uppercut. There was absolutely zero input delay in that uppercut. One frame his fist is here, and the next one is in his face. There was just no dodging that, and it is not looking good for Aluminium. He manages to get a block on this right hook here, dodge the kick, but you can see the pressure in his face. He won't be able to keep this up for long. Han slips the jab again, making AB 0 for 5 now, and then he just starts throwing haymakers. He finally breaks his guard, and yo, this guy might have taken too many blows to the head, because he starts smiling like he's about to do something, just to get hit with his gut check. Han breaks his stance, knocking him off balance, and then hits him with this clean right hook, made him do a pirouette. He's clearly dazed, and Han takes the opportunity and hits him with his heel kick, and he is just throwing everything at this man. He wants that win so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, you cannot convince me he is not trying to kill this man right now.
I hate you, nigga, let's die.
He heard about them fraud allegations and genuinely started wilding. Like, it is never that serious, I was just joking, damn. The cameraman saw what kind of timing he was on and stepped back outside of the arena for his own safety. But we see Han give this man a flying knee to the chest, another right, another left, and another right. And after all that, he's still about to give him one more right. But his body has had just about enough and he just collapses. I promise you, if he gave him one more right, that man was not seeing another day. Actually, get the medics on here to make sure this man isn't dead already. With all them blows he took to the head, if he's still alive, he's gonna wake up speaking backwards. But that's the end of the fight, and now Han's through to the next round of the preliminaries. And that's it for the video. If you guys want to see a part 2, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you for watching, peace.